The Obama administration's newest battlefront against ISIS is the United Nations. World leaders are coming to New York for this year's official UN opening. American officials will try to convince them to join the fight against the terror group.
The U.S. is even asking Iran, a longtime enemy, to get involved. That country faces a threat from the ISIS advance. Margaret Brennan is at the State Department, where Secretary of State John Kerry is already reaching out to Iran. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning. The administration wants Iran to help, but it's not clear yet what Tehran is willing to do. Secretary Kerry discussed that with Iran's top diplomat in a more than hour-long conversation Sunday afternoon, and the two plan to meet again later this week in New York.
In a private meeting nearby the UN, Secretary Kerry met with Iranian Foreign Minister Javad Zarif and brought up the threat posed by their shared enemy, ISIS, which has seized territory across Iran's borders in neighboring Syria and Iraq. Iran has military advisors in those countries, and now the U.S. wants help.
The fact is, there is a role for nearly every country in the world to play, including Iran.
The administration insists that it will not coordinate military operations or intelligence sharing with Iran. Doing so would anger U.S. allies Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, two countries who privately said they'll help if the U.S. expands airstrikes from Iraq into Syria. The coalition now stands at more than 50 countries. Saudi Arabia will host training camps for Syrian fighters. Jordan will share intelligence. Germany is providing weapons to Iraq, and France is conducting airstrikes. In a string of TV appearances on Sunday, UN Ambassador Samantha Power said some countries will join the fight in Syria from the air.
We will not do the airstrikes alone if the president decides to do the airstrike.
Yet some U.S. allies like France are concerned that airstrikes in Syria may violate international law since the Assad government has not given its permission. Persuading Syria to comply is something Iran might be able to do.
At the UN this week, President Obama will press world leaders to stop the flow of funds and fighters to ISIS, but doing so may require persuading longtime foes like Iran and Russia to help.